Welcome to Voices with Lady D, where every voice has power. I'm your host, Lady D Denise Gomez Green, inviting you to join me each week for real conversations, powerful stories, and uplifting perspectives that shine a light on voices from the community and the diaspora. Kick off your week with the Monday Drive from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Dive deep on Thursdays with Center Stage from 6 to 8 p.m. And ease into your weekend with Satideh Mawnin Runnings every Saturday at 10 a.m. Catch Voices with Lady D on YouTube, Caribbean Vibes Radio Network online, and YouTube, and Fit FM 96.7 in Stuart Castle, Trelawney, Jamaica, or tune in on Linkage Radio online. So lock in, turn it up, and remember, every voice has power. This is Voices with Lady D. Celebrate the heartbeat of Caribbean culture with Satideh Mawnin Runnings. Join us on Saturday at 10 a.m. on YouTube as we showcase the vibrant heritage of Jamaica and the wider Caribbean with four incredible women: Sherns, Max, Jackie, and yours truly, Lady D. From powerful stories to cultural traditions, we're bringing the flavor, rhythm, and excellence of the Caribbean straight to you. It's more than a show. It's a celebration of the roots and traditions that inspire and unite us. Subscribe to Voices with Lady D on YouTube and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn to stay connected. Every Saturday at 10 a.m. it's Satideh Mawnin Runnings. Come feel the vibes. Satideh Mawnin Runnings, where Caribbean heritage comes alive. Let's talk real for a moment. Does sexuality have an age limit? Because when a man or a woman hits 60s, 70s, and they're still full of life, dancing, enjoying themselves, people start talking. Oh, what wrong with them so? Them old and figure sidung. But who made those rules? And why are we still living by them? Is it culture or conditioning? This Saturday on Satideh Mawnin Runnings, we're asking, can we unlearn what we were taught and truly live free at any age? Join the conversation. This one is for everybody. Watch live on YouTube at Voices with Lady D at 10 a.m. Like, share, subscribe, where culture meets conversation.
Howdy, Jax. Howdy.
Howdy.
Howdy. Good
Hey,
morning.
hey, Jax.
Hey, Max.
We're there.
How are you doing?
Yes.
Trying to
So all those who were
trying to crawl from under the blanket.
Oh,
you know, that is what I do every Saturday morning. I call, my love, are you?
I should know someone to sleep with.
you know, there's people teeth here.
Oh Lord, I thank you for the sacrifice, all of you. Oh,
Yes.
I appreciate it. So how do you morning? Another
How do you
day.
do? How do
We're
you
here.
do?
Nice.
I'm doing well, not complaining.
That is right. Let us extend this warm greeting to our guests who are coming in. Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Satideh Mawnin Runnings right here on Voices with Lady D. I'm your host, Lady D Denise Gomez Green, my co-producer Evo Green, and the girls in our pad Yeah, Max, Jackie, and Sherns. You may be wondering, where is Shernsy? She'll be here momentarily. She has an appointment, and so she will be joining us. It's a pleasure to have you here, everybody. And as you're coming in, we invite you to share the link with someone, invite them to like, share, and subscribe to Voices with Lady D. And each and every time when our broadcast goes live, you will see us pop up just like that. And we want to do the pop this morning. So, welcome. I hope you all had a blessed Good Friday, those of you who celebrate Good Friday. And of course, we recognize the crucifixion day when Christ was crucified. And so on Sunday, being tomorrow, we will be celebrating Easter Sunday, the day of his resurrection. And it's interesting the topic we're having today, but that aside.
Lord, I hope I gathered the correct information.
Okay.
Make sure.
Interesting topic for the weekend.
Yes. It goes to show the importance of.
Importance of that life continues no matter what.
Yes, no matter
Yes,
what. And,
no
it's
matter
and it's the very reason why we're all here having this conversation.
Absolutely.
The topic. Yes.
Mhm. So we'd like to welcome you. And I know King is on, so I'm going to big him up right now and say, morning, King. Glad to see
Morning,
you.
King.
I know King will have much to recommend.
Must you run go a goat bush from morning and come in.
I'm coming
quick.
early.
Wash
This one.
Wash off your Jew water off. It's like come back quick. So I can watch
This topic
like,
will
on
be
the show.
This topic
So you can
will
go put in $1 because this is more than 2 cents per name.
right. So everybody, as you're coming in, please share the link because, of course, it's an interesting topic Max come up with here, really of a fact. Because we hear it all the time.
Topic.
It's a broad topic. It's
Yes,
real.
it is.
It's real.
Yes.
And no matter who we think we are and what our accomplishments have been over the years that has brought us into a new decade. We're not in century, but they say that, like, I don't know if that's true, but people say it, you age every 10 years. So I went and looked back at some photographs of myself. And I said, even though my features, haven't changed much, but I can see where I have matured or I am maturing.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And maturing these days is me get older. Some of us don't want to use the word getting older. We just want to remain.
The gray hairs will remind you.
Well, if I give a joke, but I can't bother start off with that this morning, because uno just a go fall out flat. Because there's always something with me.
Oh, no, Koya. Speaking of popping up.
Sherns is popping in.
Oh,
morning, the old lady just a come. the mule did stubborn, never make me want to get on this morning, but
well, my Gladys, it was the mule, because if I don't Ken donkey, you would not.
What did I reach?
me
Donkey, I flinger.
Them would have to give you some sweet sugar and water. Need I say more?
My mule named Ginny. She's very nice. Ginny don't give no trouble.
No, okay. So as we are maturing, and I think I should start off with this. Welcome, King. Let's say hi to King. He's first in line this morning.
They reach a school early.
Love the look.
In the
And
church.
Max, good for them. He loves your look, Maxie. Okay. Good morning, beautiful ladies.
Thank you.
And Patty's here. And so I have my princess is here, my Minty. Yes, I'm here. So hear the joke with me this morning now. So let's start with it. Oh, him say me not fi start with him. Me will
Right.
no, I will drop it in. You sure we mustn't start with it, sir? Okay, so I will listen to the co-producer. I will maybe drop it in later in the show.
Almost and
Anyhow, all moon shine bright.
Exactly. The older the moon, the brighter it shine. You know worry about them, yeah.
Oh,
yes, I believe that.
No
We
worry about
welcome you
them.
this morning. Our topic: does sexuality have an age limit? And we thank Max for the topic.
I have a question. What prompted this love? When I saw it, I said,
Okay.
I wonder what prompted
Yes,
prompted.
I respond to that question. What
Okay.
prompted it means I watch a lot of reels. Sometimes when I go upstairs to do anything, I just anywhere and I have my phone. The first thing we start looking on is reel. All these reels that that people post. And I saw
Okay.
this reel and somebody is an older person. She was dancing and carrying, and more than one I've seen. I've seen it in the past. I saw it recently, and even with myself in my own home here, I get that. So the people were saying, "Oh, for granted that, but she never sit down. She doesn't say she old." And they were criticizing and carrying on. And as I said, even in my house, and my husband sees me dancing or I wind up myself in with, "Oh, yeah, big woman." They said, "Listen to me. Me know the street I wind up, me know the house I wind up, and you
Exactly.
I wind up for you for see me. So why are you complaining? Why is it an issue? Because you reach certain age, you must all up
You must
yourself.
call
No,
up yourself.
no, I mean, I'm sorry. And I beg to differ when it
make
comes to that. I am going to do the things that makes me happy and how I feel. Because you're 60, you can't dance and move your waistline. What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that? Not a thing.
All right. Here you're loud
Okay.
and clear, Maxie, and you have stated it. Now,
Not a thing.
if I recall when we were growing up, that's the very thing we would say as children when we saw older adults, whether they were down the crossroad or even in church, because sometimes when people get spirited, they drop two legs and from you see them, say, boy, that one day I come from one certain place.
Yes.
The Holy Spirit not really fix up that part that's so good yet. So sometimes when you see people, you find it a little comical. But
Yes.
if we look back though, when we were growing up, women and men who were, say, in their 30s, 40s, and as they started to climb up, they looked so much older. They appeared as though life wasn't happening for them. The
True.
women were just home taking care of children. The men coming from whether it's construction or farming or some physical labor. And no, not a lot of them, So this is not across the board. But you, as a child, used to just see them like they were stuck. They were stuck in their appearance, mostly. Most of them had
True.
manners, so they were respectful and all of that. But in how you saw them, they just seemed so old. They looked aged. And they weren't really doing anything. If the woman, because
Right.
most times, and as we know, women are the ones who seem to yearn to have their lives changed. So when it came on to giving their life to Christ and so on, and the church in which they took membership um, dictated that you should not adorn yourself with jewelry or have
Right.
Right.
your
Makeups and stuff. Yeah.
and makeup and your hair well coiffed and all them kind of something there. So they looked really
Older
aged.
than they really should.
They
Yeah,
look pop down,
Yeah.
pop down.
yeah. I'm trying not to gossip
Yeah.
here.
Pop
No,
down.
but it's the truth.
Yeah,
It's
they
the
She
look
was
truth.
pop
being
down.
modest.
I have said that.
Yeah.
I've said that many times on the show. My mother being she went to Kingston to live in her teenage years. So she wasn't raised in the country. That's the weirdest thing. Because she's the last one, so she was born after my uncles. And so they took her. They decided it's the one sister we have. She was pretty, and them was like, make her go a country. They took her. So growing up, no, it's reversed because I was born in Kingston, but then I was transplanted to the country to grow up. So being that, when my mother would come to Mobile, she was fresh. She looked good. She had the latest stuff. She
Mhm.
mani pedi, face powder, hair do, always look good, coordinate, smell good, and my mother was like outstanding. Even some of her peers
Yes.
she went to school with lived in the district still and started having their children and stuff. They never used to look that way. Yes, on the weekend when they fix up and go church or them fix up to go to
Mhm.
religion, but otherwise they just drag themselves around.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so I
Mm-hmm.
saw
And
that.
that's why they looked older back then, because
They
nobody
look
dressed up
older.
and fixed up self.
Yeah.
No.
Some
Yeah.
people
Mhm.
make it look like it's a cardinal sin for you to fix up yourself.
Yes.
They tell you
Yes.
now go
So
nowhere
true.
wrong with you. So you know what I mean?
Let alone figure find a boyfriend at your pop down age,
Yes. Yes.
or get
Mm-hmm.
get some kind of looks from the
From the
opposite
opposite sex.
sex.
Yes.
That the time in that age, so this a old woman, she not have no discipline.
You figure find your age paper.
She figure find her age paper, or she just find her age paper.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Right.
either you figure find it or you just find it.
Are
And
you
that's
lost?
directed
Are
Or
mostly
you
you
lost.
lost?
towards that's directed mostly towards the female. You realize
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
it's
And of
directed
course,
mostly
the conversation this morning is not only for females; it's open
right,
to both
The
male and
male too.
female.
Yes.
but the
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
partiality in the society, it's mostly
Mostly
directed
about
to
women. To the
females.
women.
Yes.
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 Mhm.
And so, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I mean, too all
I
according
have
to
a
who though?
definition. Mhm.
Exactly.
Too
To all
all
according.
according to who?
Right.
Come, let me tell you something. I work in the nursing home, and you see sparks flying.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
You see people holding hands, and everybody gets surprised
Mm-hmm.
because this one have one foot, the other one have one hand. Oh, something like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
But
But
the heart still works.
do you remember years ago there was an the rate of venereal diseases was
Yes, I was.
was
Yes, ma'am.
all right. I don't have to go any further.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Were happening in the nursing homes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now that we have sort of sparked the conversation in a particular direction, we can also address it from another perspective here to define it. Because what exactly is sexuality? Because if we don't define it, some people may still be stuck in a particular way of thinking.
Mm.
So there is the sexual attraction. You're attracted to a man is attracted to you. And then there is your we won't delve into that, but then people have also identified themselves as something. Then you have
Mm-hmm.
you have the emotional and physical expression. You know how we show affection or intimacy, confidence, because somebody can walk into a room, and of all the people in the room, that person stands out.
Yeah.
It's
You
magnetic.
don't even know what it is.
Yeah.
It's
They have
magnetic.
that aura. They have that aura that, they command a room,
Yes, man. There's,
yeah, when they step inside.
and connection. You were
What are you
saying,
talking about me?
here,
It
amen.
could it could
Amen.
be it could be stature, or
Mm-hmm.
just that look of respect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they just have some people just have a presence.
Presence.
Some
Yeah,
people, let's
presence.
face it, some people are like a wet blanket. They can't stand up. Them just a wet blanket. And they have somebody who has presence. They
Mm-hmm.
don't
Mm-hmm.
have to say a word just by walking in a room. That's what they
Yeah.
always say, command.
Yes.
They
Command the
command
room.
it. They
Yeah,
command the room.
yeah. Look,
I think I command a room when I walk in there.
you
And
do.
I
Oh.
am I
You
am
do.
just, yeah, I think
You
when I
do.
walk into a room,
You do.
people look at me.
Heads turn. The thing is, you can be in a group, right? And you're deep in conversation or whatever. Somebody come in the room, you never look. You not change your posture, you not flinch and
No,
look.
no happen.
Another person comes in. Miss Son over there saw a pause. Miss Son a pause. Yeah, but yeah, and some people come in and they command your attention. They have not said a word. They
Mm-hmm.
just come in. It's just their presence. So
Mm.
that's
Yeah.
and the thing is, some people, we don't want to segue too far off the topic, but some people are hated on for
Yes.
having a presence, and that's usually just a gift. That's what
Mm.
God make
Yeah.
you.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Yeah.
not gonna swing up by present. You just steer so.
And they also
Absolutely.
have to accept that it doesn't happen all the time too, because it depends on what room you're in. You might step into a room and you may not be the center of that attention. You may
Mm.
not
Yeah, but
command
it's not
that
a
room.
case where Jack. It's not a case where you are asking to be the center of attention.
Right.
No.
You just step in and it's like, okay, who are going and so who that?
Mm-hmm.
Even
Mm-hmm.
if
Hmm.
it's not verbalized, you look around, heads turn. And
Yes.
it's not a
Right.
case where you have to be stunningly handsome or stunningly
Not at
beautiful.
all. Not
You
at
just
all.
a presence.
It is just a
Right.
present.
Just
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
presence.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And even so, you know, you have some people who will come in, right away they start to dance in a space,
Mm-hmm.
or they're flirtatious. So you see them,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
have
they're
to be
they're like
seen.
that.
But
Yeah.
hold on a moment as you said that. We were all right. Sometime me and my husband double. Oh, today's Ralph's birthday. My
Oh,
husband
how
here.
you say?
Yes.
I saw that
Tell my
I
friend
posted
happy
and
birthday.
I
And
commented. I
happy
saw the
birthday,
pictures,
Francie.
Yeah.
the beautiful pictures, nice pictures.
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
Oh.
but
You're
sometimes
welcome.
and that yeah, anyway. Um Sometimes we double date with my daughter and her husband. It might sound weird, but we will go out for dinner together, go to a party together, whatever occasion. We do go. They're a couple, we are a couple. Well, them call it them peers, but we go together. But anyway, so we on one such occasion we went to brunch. And we were coming from somewhere, decided to stop and have brunch. And this man, you can tell my grandfather would say he's a clipper. You could tell he
Mm-hmm.
was a clipper back in the day.
The
He
day.
was dressed, when we say the man sharp,
Mm-hmm.
Like
literally,
razor.
yeah, we were at a diner, we were in a booth, and we were facing the door. And that man came in the door, and the man smooth, the man,
Man,
him hair slick back,
sharp.
him suit
Hi.
sharp. I mean, I literally had to travel down to him shoes. I
Yes.
said, "Oh and he came with three women.
Hey.
And and then the woman stood and he pulled out the chair and that one sat and he arranged her coat behind the chair and the other one and the
Mm-hmm.
other one. And then he had a little flair When he
Yes,
sat
Baba.
down, he had a little flare, and then they just, and I said, my goodness, look at that.
Hey.
Hot number. Hot
That was just
number.
not, yeah. And this is a man in age.
Yes.
I would put
Mhm.
him, I would put him between, I would put him about late 70s, 80s.
Uh-huh.
Hey.
Wow.
You can tell he
Yes.
takes care of himself.
Yes,
And then,
man.
yeah,
And
anyway.
some of those men, they were they were some of them were taught, they were cultured that way.
Yes,
Mhm.
Yes.
And the era in which they were born and raised,
right.
Mm-hmm.
that's how that was their flow.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's how they,
If you
that's
go
what they
back
learn, and
and
they
look,
know nothing else.
And they
you
still
know, and
carry
if you
it.
go back and look at some of these clips, say from the 90, Father God, help me.
What, 50s?
Say from the 1940s
At 40s and 50s.
and 50s.
Yeah.
Mhm.
When you look at them, it's almost like they never had no yard clothes.
Yes.
Yes.
They
Yes,
dress up
Because
all the while.
those
Suit,
were the
suit
times
and
when,
hats were a thing.
yeah.
Now sometimes see a man in hat and he enter a room and he never knows if he take off the hat.
Yes. Every
Yeah.
and the
Right.
whole
And
time.
but those times were when people would dress up even just to go on the road, just to go down the road.
Yeah, and
They
Yes.
would have on
especially if
a
they
Yeah.
were
jacket.
courting a young lady, them are come
Mhm.
presentable.
Yeah. They have on
Yeah,
a jacket
Yes.
and tie, shine
yeah,
Yes.
shoes,
Yes,
hair
ma'am.
well
yeah,
combed. They would,
Mhm.
yeah.
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 You know what, ladies? I recall when my uncle was going to Canada. I was young. Like, he's still alive in Canada. And he got a suit to wear to Canada. Suit, then buy a brand new suit, white shirt, new shoes with shine and polish up. To go to Canada, just to go board the plane to go to Canada. They
No, but
dressed in suit to
yeah,
travel.
but remember back in the day, because my uncles left Jamaica before I was born.
Mm-hmm.
Them go upon steamer ship to
Whoa.
England. So them left,
They
yeah, they
are
left
part of
before
the
I was,
Windrush.
huh?
Were they a part of the Windrush?
Yes, the Windrush generation. Yeah, the Windrush.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm just making that reference because I remember them traveling, and when they come, them dress my uncle, them in that, remember bush jacket, them in a
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. Yeah.
coordinate pants on a flight coming down to see us. And when they
Yes.
were going back, they were dressed. Now in upon a flight, all dirty shoe, dirty sneakers,
Anything.
and anything
Even
going
your
on.
PJs. Even a
And
PJ suit.
yeah,
PJ,
even
Yeah,
yeah.
PJ.
yeah, yeah.
Me I go to
Yeah.
Jamaica, me put on my slippers.
You see that now?
I've
Yeah.
seen, I've seen, I've seen all kinds. Yeah, but people used to dress up. Max, like you said, he got his suit to
Yeah.
travel. Yeah, that was a thing.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then, too, of course, so, we are
Elegance.
quickly defining what the sexuality is. So there is the emotion and the emotional and physical expression, value
Mm-hmm.
and beliefs. And co-producer had sent me something. So let me just acknowledge it by reading it. Here it says sexuality is a central lifelong aspect of being human that encompasses biological, emotional, and social
Mm-hmm.
dimensions, including sex,
Yes.
gender identities, sexual orientation, erotism, and intimacy. It shapes how individuals experience their bodies, form relationships, and express themselves through feelings, desires, and behaviors. So that's
Yes.
that's a broad description of it.
Yeah.
So now, as we kicked off the conversation talking about what we recall seeing, how people adorn
Mm-hmm.
themselves and so on. And that stands out to us because we know that it is not only the physical intimacy that dictates our sexuality. So
Absolutely.
when somebody will tell you that they are comfortable in their own skin, they see themselves as somebody who there is just your aura, what you feel about yourself, and you
Mm-hmm.
have no qualms about how you feel.
Mhm.
What you think, what you were taught about relationships, maybe as you got older, you kind of, because by way of socialization and so on, you push some of the things that you were taught aside, and
Yes.
you embrace the new things,
Do
and you
something else.
feel that it is working for you. And that is why when we talk about people coming, even your religion, you may
Mhm.
have been raised as Pentecostal or Jehovah's Witness or Adventist or something, and as you get older, you embrace some other something that maybe me and you not understand, but there's something about you when we see you that just say, who is that person?
Mhm.
So that is where our mindset is this morning here, because it's self-expression is something else.
Mhm.
We say
Yeah.
when we walk into a room, how we connect with people. You ever see somebody coming to a room and then see them in the room, but
Yes.
see them?
Yeah, because I was
Lost
going
in
to
their
say
thought. Yeah.
self-expression and confidence.
Confidence. We all make
Mhm.
people think you're bossy,
Yeah.
Yes.
right? People will see you, and because you're confident, then we think say
Yes.
you
So you
feel
show
like
off.
you are the cat's
You show off.
pajamas.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Here you know,
That's
around here,
pajama.
so the cat's pajamas. And of course, sexuality, I think it have no expiration date.
No, I don't think so either.
If you feel a way, it is going to evolve. It will go grow.
I've gone to a party. I think it was a wedding event. And let me tell you something, an older couple got on that floor and they met the young people that look like fools.
Oh,
Mhm.
please, all the time.
Man,
Yes.
let me tell you something,
Them
man.
put a rug.
But
Yes.
but speaking of,
Wait. You know who's gonna be like that in the distant future? D and E.
Hello.
no,
D
no,
and E.
no, this is what me they go and say. At my wedding, no remember old lady they
The-
dance.
Hello.
You mean?
Lady, I'm a friend, Tony.
Tony who passed. Oh
Then
my
that
God.
Tony can dance. Him dance like
Listen
the
to
older
me.
music. Listen, Tony is a good dancer. And dancing can dance, he can
Mm.
dance.
And
And
I
Tony
tell you
yeah.
find
something,
him partner, find Lady D. And let me tell you something.
we had the
Then
room.
tear up the floor.
They had the room.
We
I
had the
was I
room.
was I was right there.
We had the room. As a matter of fact, I never knew Tony. So when he came into this space, I was sitting with Mark and um
I think it was Brother Prince
no, I
over
was
that
sitting
time.
with Mark and
Lucky
what we
how you
other
remember all them
DJ.
something there. You
Boy,
was
but
anyway. Never mind.
Hello.
She have young brain.
It was a memorable day.
it was.
But it's true. So again, Tony comes into the space. He goes over to the guy who was the DJ there, Jackie.
Oh, yes, yes.
And I saw
Saji.
him,
Saji.
and he was there looking at me. I was sitting with Mark and Ray Ray.
Yes, I'm
And
really.
then it was time for me now to come up and start, the thing.
hmm
And then me see Tony, I look, me look at him, and then me look, and
Tony,
then
I
me
look for
go,
dancing partner.
wait, no.
Yes.
And then all Tony said
It
to me
was
when
her
he came,
presence. It was her presence.
all Tony said when he came over to me, I'm going to be dancing with you. Asked me if me want to dance with him.
I
He
tell you.
says,
I'm
it's
not
you,
tell you.
it's you I'm going to dance with. And I am telling you, when the music part start, as a matter of fact,
Listen.
people were just sitting there, all sister Quarry up at the front. I mean to say Sister Quarry sit down there and me and Tony do a salsa carrying on. When we go sit down, Sister Quarry say, Lady D, I have to give it to you. You can dance. Yes, so we will be dancing. But true, I
Listen.
think that we should not be cowered by anybody
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
experience and evolve as we get older.
Yeah, may I
Yes.
say, may
So
his
even if
soul rest.
somebody wants to say, you're born them I get old, you know how that we do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I'm telling you, when I go somewhere and if there is music, I am going to rinse out the music, whether it
Me
is
too.
free, more so I pay. I did not spend money to go stand up in a
Exactly.
Sit
Me
down and
always
warm.
say that.
I'll go warm chair. Yes.
warm chair. Mm-mm.
And I
I
No
make
always
good
say
warm no
music,
that.
and
chair.
I make good music with.
And
With
I make good
Wait.
music ways.
exactly.
You see,
Exactly.
my whole thing is I'm not a great dancer by any stretch of the imagination. However, I do what I can to what I like.
Yes.
That's right.
And I don't
Mm-hmm.
like to see when a party is going on, you have a nice vibe, you have a nice atmosphere, and people sit down so.
Hey,
Sit down around and look. No, sir.
And I'm like,
I am never afraid to get up and be the first
me,
of the two. I'm
me
not a
too.
shy person.
Mm-hmm.
I will get up and start. And I will, what I tend to do a lot too when I go to these events, if I'm sitting at a table with X amount of people and then sit down and them I rock, Mr. Come out of the chair, man, let's go on the floor. You know,
I do
I'll
that
invite them to
too.
come, let's
Yes.
go.
yeah,
I
yeah,
do that too. I don't see, and I don't know if it's so, most of us are Christians. So we go to these, events and thing. I don't know if it's how they were raised or they don't have rhythm or what. Even couples, they just sit
Mm-hmm.
there, they're barely talking to each other. So,
Exactly.
we're saying this morning that we're not beating down anyone, but as you mature in life, because you need to show young people too that when they get to this age, there is
They
something
can still
to
have
look
fun.
forward to.
yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You're going out, you're dining, you're talking, you're still, whether you want to do your gardening or you want to,
Yeah.
I think maybe where a lot of people may have a lot of negative comments is when they see someone of a particular age who is like in very short, you know, dresses, or cleavage
Revealing,
revealing,
Yes.
cleavage just drop out.
plunging neckline,
Hello. All of those
whole
things.
of the back out.
All that too. So I think where the physical attire and your appearance is concerned,
Yes.
that's when I think a lot of people will say, look how your ex age is worst if they know your age, and they may
Mhm.
call it out and say about that you're weird. You-
But you have some,
I have a
but you do have some
coworker.
women who look good in their age and have good shape, good figure, good skin, and can
Yes,
wear certain
sir.
things.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Did
but
you see
on
the
on
picture
that
of
hat, okay.
Cheryl Lee Ralph? Did you see a picture of Cheryl Lee Ralph in Jamaican
Yes,
swimwear?
ma'am. She has strut her stuff
Yes.
there.
Yes, and her skin
Mhm.
look good. So if you look good and you feel confident, go for it. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes, them ever my little jeans jumper yesterday, and now man say, oh, you jumper sharp, but me sit down on the train kitchen and my bend down and look. Me say yes, me say it's sweet, yeah. Me say it's sweet, yeah. You bend down and look, yes. Me say sharp, but at the same time you bend down and look. I feel
And
confident because
listen,
I don't like.
and
I am
listen.
short and I don't like long clothes.
So you're
Yes, my
you're
sister is like that too.
you're
She don't like
enamored
long
into
clothes.
you're enamored
She,
into a thing.
and then we go to road, go look on the sharpness too. And the sharpness,
Hey,
Right.
and it's
So
those
there
things,
is
and it's
that.
right
There is
there
that
in your
too,
house.
You're right, Jackie. There are some men who they will
yes,
do the staring, the gawking, the so and so, but they don't want their mates
To look
to look
to
that
that
way.
right,
way.
Yeah,
yes,
they don't want to be looked at the same salivating that they're doing
They don't want somebody else.
with somebody. They don't want nobody salivate at them. And we're not saying as ladies, we're dialing it back to the ladies now. We're not saying that we should let it all hang out, as they would say.
right,
A coworker I had, you used to say, not because they sell it, that don't mean you have to buy it. So
Hmm.
right.
any style put out, if you're large, medium, XXL, 3XL, 5XL, you can't find your size. However, when you know what you're working with, then
Yes,
because look, you do have persons who go overboard in their attire.
Yeah.
That's
And
true.
it's
Yes.
not in a flattering way. So they
Yes.
put something around there, so some escape around there, so they don't realize that it's too much back there, so. And sometimes you don't wait, you don't have no mirror in your yard. So when somebody look and say somebody of that age should not let it all hang out in that way, then people get
Yes.
offended. But you have called it on yourself because you put on your clothes and you step out
If
there.
it's
Exactly. So you should know
tastefully
what
done.
fits and what suits your body. Your
Yeah.
body, yeah.
Exactly, and if it's tastefully done. One thing I must say,
Right.
about the people of the other color, the I don't want to get trouble to say this. People who
Who are
white
not
people.
this? Just say who are not
Yes,
this. We know what you mean.
them not really care. Me see me work in the
They don't
hotels
care.
back in Jamaica, and me see when them come and you see the old people, them get on the floor and then put on them clothes and they look good, and they have on this because something come down here, so, and the necklace and whatever, and them just come and them just happy and then
Them have
dance
fun.
and enjoy themselves, and we did sit down and look for one another.
Yeah, because they're not body conscious. We are body conscious.
Yeah.
So
And I mean, we are differently endowed than they are.
well, yeah.
So
True.
when they don't need to have a care about what's going on back there, so we remember, so we have junk in the trunk. They don't have
Yes.
no junk in the trunk.
So we have to control it.
Some of them, because when you go down south, the down south one them have plenty of junk in all the trunks.
Plenty.
Absolutely true. Happy
Go
Easter
back
to
and
you,
Washington.
Faith. So let's do a quick shout out. Happy Easter to Faith, my penance in the house.
Hey, Faith.
Yes.
Faith,
Emma
faith.
says Max Stella went to Jamaica and got her groove back.
Of course, why not? Of course you did.
So Pat says even sometimes you see a man is the same age as you, but he looks like a little old man, and you said, "Oh my God, are we the same?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are we the same
It's
age?"
true. It's
Oh,
all
help
has
me,
to do with
Lord.
attire, and self-care and skincare.
I'm not sure what
Yes.
he is here dancing about. Something is happening. Now,
In
producer
model.
says, "Why are you all talking about me?" Funny.
Oh,
Good morning, Drea. Howdy to you too. Hey, Tamika. Happy Easter to all. Yes. Now Drea says, Happy Easter. Two of them just left my door. Must see Jehovah Witness when I mentioned the Jehovah.
More than likely. More than likely.
Less about Tony, more about me, please. Here, yeah.
You don't
All
forget
right.
Jealous Massa, because poor
yeah.
Tony has passed on.
Yes. Yeah, Tony
I'm
passed
just
away.
jealous.
Tony passed away.
That's okay. You don't
Mhm.
have a friend. Tony not there.
Sad, sad, sad.
All of that is called parade fashion, okay? There's a name
Ah,
for it. It's called parade fashion. You and me,
all right then.
you can picture his voice saying that, don't you? But
Yeah.
yes. So yes, physically, how we appear, our emotional state, right? Because if our emotions are not handled well, managed well, then certainly it's gonna affect the other parts of us, of our
Of
personality and
course.
so on. Yeah. And we have to take that into consideration. But I believe we should live our lives to its fullest
Yes.
Yes.
at whatever level you're at and what you can
Yes.
afford, whether it's not anything to do with money, but time, how we go out, how we take care of ourselves. You know, we spoke last week about, hey, at some point, do something for yourself. That's what we spoke about
Yeah.
Yeah.
week. And so, the whole sexuality portion of it, because sometimes people also don't want people to to speak ill of them or anything. So they just suddenly say, you
Throw
know
up
what,
themselves.
let me just not do this and do
Yeah.
that.
Let me not rock the boat. Let
Let
me
me
not
not rock
rock
the
the boat.
boat. And
It
while
was
everybody else
when
in
they
the
were
boat,
saying,
everybody
that's
else
when
in the boat a fly,
Mm-hmm.
But
Yes.
you choose, especially if you're at a certain level. I've seen that in church, who people
Oh yeah.
just say
Oh yeah.
they don't want their members, if it's a leader or whatnot, to say, and so they don't bother.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
and while everybody else go about their business,
Oh yes.
Exactly.
Business,
Oh
yeah.
yes.
flying
Well, I have
and,
to
and
bother.
I look fly and I take trips and what have you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
Yes. You
Master
have to
God
look.
never made the
Another
world, so
thing
it's
too. There's
Yeah.
another point I want to make here because I know Travis here are married. Jackie, you need to join the marriage company. But what I want to say too is
Yeah,
this:
no.
a lot of time, have you ever gone out, Lady D and Charlotte, and see a couple out there and the wife spiffy and look nice and the husband look chewed on? That's another thing we have to look at.
Yes.
If
Yeah.
you as
Yes.
a wife are going out, and I believe in
Mhm.
this and I'm serious about it, you
Yes.
should ensure that your partner also looks good.
Yes.
Mhm.
You can't be out there look nice and spiffy and your husband look like riffraff.
But the thing
No,
is,
it shouldn't be.
you can't force them because you have some
You
people
can't
who are
force,
just
but
set
sometimes you
in
have to
their
insist
ways.
because it tells on you as the wife if your
It's a
partner don't look good.
reflection.
People look
It's
on
a
you and they're not talking
reflection.
about the
Yes.
man, I'm
It
talking about
does.
you. Look on your husband's son.
It
Yes.
Because she
does.
just looking for
Yeah.
her
But
husband's sake.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I represent you and you represent me.
You present me.
I believe in
Represent.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't be fly all by yourself and him mismatch and him crush up and you can't see the hanger mark in him pants because
Eh,
And all these things.
and him shoes cuff up. Then still sell shoe polish and shoe brush up here, You
Yes,
have these new fangled
of
people.
course.
You want like the shoes can polish and them things there.
And
Yeah.
You have,
clean.
you have shoes polish and shoes brush, polish the shoes and make them put them down and things
Mhm.
like that. You have to still do those things back. It's true.
Of course.
Yeah.
Lord, yeah.
Them look so right. You
Then
have some people,
Yes, because
them cannot shop. What's wrong with me, dog? Sure. Them
Yeah,
cannot shop.
the dog is saying it's true.
yeah, my answer.
And these
Everyone
men,
said the dog is sexy. Mhm. In his bark.
The dog is establishing his presence.
Yes. Yeah, but truthfully though, yes, we should mirror each other the best way we can. I
Yes.
agree.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I admire about Lady D and Eval. I admire that about you too. You always, you're blending, you look nice together because you dress well. And I
Yes.
believe in that. I so
coordination.
believe in that because you can't try, especially when you're a public figure. Worse.
Yes.
Worse if you're a public
Yes.
figure.
People look
Right.
You see,
at
I
us.
do a lot of stage performance, so
Yeah.
people know me. Everybody know me everywhere where I go. Somebody that call to me. So when
Mhm.
Yeah,
normally I
but
go on the street, I say make sure it's yesterday we're going on the road to do some shopping. I didn't have on a t-shirt, not tee or anything, but you color wash up. They said change that. I said put on something else. You got to
Yeah.
change that because I know what I have on and I know what people are going to see me and call to me and know say husband that. Plus everywhere we go together. So people know that we're wife and husband. So if I look peppy and him look dab, how
And
does
him look
that
hot
work
though.
out?
Eh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes people, in our mindset, we are accustomed to doing some things when we were on our own. And,
Yes.
you might go and carry through the same thing. So he's in that t-shirt, maybe just feel comfortable. But you
Right.
are thinking that, for appearance, hey, that not gonna cut it. I think
No.
one of the things too is if you care about the person and you
Yes.
realize, um, something need to step up. There's a way to say it, to do it. You
Yes.
can,
Yes.
in a subtle way,
Right.
Eval has always looked nice, but then I also made certain recommendations.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And if the boat lean, if you boat lean, I'm going to buy a boat car, come give it. If boat you lean, no. I'm gonna buy her shoes secretly. We just buy her
Unless,
clothes and
unless
two.
you're superstitious when them say if you buy your mate shoes, they will walk out on you.
Maybe that's why maybe me do too much of that.
Because they'll buy them shoes, they will walk out on you.
Help us, Lord.
I'm just saying. Watch
Yes.
the coordination now. Watch the coordination. Watch this one.
What tell them man?
The whites, them and the green this morning, them are whites.
But it's true. So
Well, good morning.
good morning. Welcome,
Good morning,
co-producer.
everyone. Good morning.
Yes.
Good morning,
co-producer.
co-producer.
Good morning to our listeners and viewers.
Yes. So you know, again, I've seen him. He has seen me.
This is Mr. Lady D here, as I'm now being called often.
Mr. Lady.
I'm serious. I've lost my identity.
No,
No,
sir.
sir. My friend
No.
can't hold you on.
No,
Seriously,
sir.
listen to me. I was in the train station one day, and this lady passed, and she took a quick look back, and she ran back and she said, "Hi, Mr. Lady D. How you doing?" I don't
She
remember
come
your
church,
name, but
right?
yes,
Mhm.
Mr. Lady D.
Yeah,
She
but
remember your name, that's all.
I wonder if
And you know,
anything
and
gay.
you know why that is. All right. So Evol has been at church, and it's all about again. And we're still in the topic. He was at church, but he wasn't visible, right? Him did they get healing and whatnot. So nobody not really a scene,
Understated.
right? But
Hiding my sexuality.
because he's very appealing.
I know.
But that wasn't showing up because he no one look at nobody, he no ready, right? A host of things that contributed to that. Right. And I know he always looked nice. He always admired me.
He was suppressing.
He was suppressing. That's right,
Yes.
Shernsey.
Yes.
He was suppressing.
Yes, sure.
But again, you know, I also made some. So you know,
This is special on an easier
Yes.
suppressing part.
Could have suppressed me long.
Listen, it's my St. James brother, you know, we know same is a fashion plate.
yes,
so,
he
so I
is.
just know
He
ever
has
you
the
can't just
taste.
throw it, give them so. You have to give them in small doses. You and me know say that's how we roll down.
Well, let me
I
just say it for you. What it says somewhere in there. Understatement or being understated is a form of attractiveness for some people.
Yes.
And sometimes you are understated with your sexuality, and people tend to bring that out on you. They're
Bring it out.
seeing you. They're seeing you. They're saying, "Wow." You may be even not even conscious of what your behavior, because I don't think I go showing off kind of thing, but it has been that way for quite a while. People say, "Oh, he's quiet," or "He's shy," and I like him. He's quiet. So sometimes you in your unidentified sexual self or your sexuality is oozing out, but you may not even be aware of it based on
True.
your environment, your culture. You don't brag, you don't show off, but
Yeah, you're chill. You're chill.
you chill. There you go. You chill. You're cool. You're cool.
Yeah.
And I find that usually it works because girls. Let me keep it clean here. Girls will check you out. Girls check you out because that dude is cool.
Of course.
He's
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
yeah. So it worked.
Yes.
And women are even more assertive nowadays. So they're going to see that, they're going to approach you. And Max, I may not be married, but I still get the cat calls.
I know.
I knew
Yeah,
that
You're
was
beautiful.
I had to advise a young man the other day, touch him on his shoulder and say, "Young man, you could be my son." Okay.
Well. Can I speak on that? Can I speak on that thing? The older attraction or attractiveness. I was in Jamaica a couple of years ago, and I was doing a church volunteering thing, and I met this lady. Man, her hair is all silver gray. She's clearly like in her 80s, but I just felt like, wow, I like her. And I was like, somebody asked me, does age matter to me? And I'm like, I don't think so.
I asked him.
I think I'm more attracted to that thing, that understated, quiet intelligence, that thing about the older lady. I mean, but she was just her sexuality. She wasn't
Was up
putting it out
there.
there, but it was just
She
so
was glowing. She was glowing.
appealing. Yeah, it was just like to the point where I had to say, like,
He would consider marrying some
I like her.
in their 80s. So we talk about all kind of stuff. And then when I had the discussion with him, I said it's okay if you were to marry somebody in their 80s. But then there comes a time when a person's
Mhm.
body is going to change. And as they get
Yeah.
older, there are just certain things that you would be desiring that she wouldn't be able
To provide.
to provide across the board in most instances.
Mhm.
So
Yes.
sometimes, we have to think about it
Those
in that
things,
way.
yes.
Yes, you have to
Mhm.
think about it in
Yeah,
as
I
well.
mean, yeah, there are a lot of what they call May December romances like that,
Mhm.
and I mean, they go on. I've known a few where there's a big age gap, with the woman being, in front, and they carry on. Right now, look at Madonna, look at Cher. They have like a 50-year age gap between their
Age
mothers.
gap. So
Also,
And they,
I think
They
it's
like it
out
young.
there, you know.
and I can't confirm or so, but it is said that the one Madonna is with is one of our Jamaican brothers.
mm,
Oh,
I think I heard that too.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't doubt that.
I think I heard
Yeah.
that.
And I mean, and sometimes you may have, everybody's talking about the silver gray hair. That's a thing now. You don't have to be old to have that kind of hair. Some people
No.
go
Yes.
curly,
some
and
people are
and
rinsed.
there is this hair color you can put in now that enhances it. Because that's why I tell people, if you start going gray, I'm not saying to just let it loose, but you can enhance it. Don't fight against it, because after a while you get
If
to a
I
certain,
against it.
it does not take dry anymore.
If I against it. It
You
take
know
me take
who-
offense to great.
it's wisdom. It's
Yes.
so
And
Me
very
let
know.
them grow out.
We can't manage that part of wisdom yet.
you have crazy views.
But Max, it would look so nice on you. That silver would look so nice on your top there.
Well,
Me no
well,
know
that
some.
With the low
that explains-
sides. Just the way you have it right now, but with that look. Because
Let
that's
me
what's
try.
there now. Huh?
and
Yeah.
ladies, that explains
You
too
know, I'm
why.
gonna try it one day. I don't know if we can brave it up, but I'll try.
No, you don't.
Yes, man.
Yeah, but does that explain why sexuality is so individual? Because one
Yes.
guy may like a silver gray hair and in his natural form, and the others may be trying to cover it up. So I think sexuality again is an
Yeah.
individual thing, and I like to move away
Yeah.
from sexuality as
Yes.
just surrounded or a big sex thing. It doesn't have to be the sex thing to be sexually attractive.
Right, which we defined.
Right.
Yes.
We broke it out.
Yeah.
We
Yes.
said it's
Right.
emotional, it's physical,
Yeah.
it's social,
Yes.
because how you appear in
Sexuality can be expressed
Yeah.
in any way, even the way you
In a lot
dress.
of form.
but something too, there are people who are attracted. There's that appeal for intelligence.
Yes.
Yeah.
There are people who are attracted to people
I was that way in
because
school.
of
I was
their
that way in college.
intelligence.
I was.
You
I
you
always
that
liked
that's
my
the
female
je ne
lecturers.
sais quoi. It's called je ne sais quoi.
Thank
You
you.
can't really put your hand on it, but it's a
Mhm.
it's a little
Yes.
something.
Is that one in the dictionary, Sharonette? My voice is a little bit sexier, but what is it? Je ne sais quoi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but true. There are people who even if you're not the most physically appealing, but because of your intelligence,
Hello.
Yes.
Talk to me.
It carries.
yes,
Yes.
they
Because I
find
cannot
you
abide.
so
I cannot
alluring.
abide somebody who you could be drop dead gorgeous and you are as dumb as a bucket of hammers, a sack full of hammers.
Can't manage it either.
Conversation. I don't care how many dimples you have, how much bow-legged you are, how square the shoulder is. you can't stimulate me intellectually. Keep
Yes.
walking.
Forget it.
Mhm.
Me too,
Yeah.
darling.
That's
Can't
what I
manage it done.
keep
Can't manage it done, Smith.
yeah, try to master the art of conversation to some
Yeah.
degree.
Yes,
But
Yeah,
don't
me
just
very
can't manage
let
it.
me
important.
carry you.
My grandfather would then call the animals them the dumb things. Go feed the dumb things them. Mhm.
Yes, I have to agree on that part, because I can find you attractive without being sexually attracted to you. By
Yeah,
the way
Right,
Yes.
you speak,
yeah,
by the
right.
way
No,
you
absolutely.
just
And I like versatility. I like a person who can be versatile. I
yeah.
mean,
Yes.
we right here we're versatile. We can drop a patois, but we can word a sentence.
Polish up your
Right.
English.
Because
I
Yes.
have no
don't
idea.
get
I
me
have
wrong,
no
you know,
idea
you
what
see
you're
me
talking about.
ramping around here and talking and going. We can put myself, I can put myself together. You know,
Right.
when that time
Right.
comes, and it depends on the room I'm in and what I'm
let me
doing.
let me give you let me say a little thing right here. My passport needed to be renewed a few years ago, and I was in the middle of a work day. Usually I don't wear makeup to work. I just have a natural look. I just wear my little moisturizer and I go on. And but I always have my little stuff in the car, for whatever. I might be going somewhere, I
Right.
want to change whatever. And I stopped in I saw a CVS and I wanted to take pictures. And I went in there and the clerk, I said, you do pictures of passport? He said, yeah. So I said, you want to take photo? I said, yes. I said, come over here. So I said, no, I'll be back. Because I've got changed the hair, I've got powder the face. And I left, I went in the car, took a look about 15 minutes, come back out. And when I went when I
The
went back
woman,
to the CVS,
the woman never don't say you.
the guy said, good Lord, what happened?
Hey, you
He said, where did
transform in the twinkling of you transform in the twinkling of an eye.
the twinkling of an eye? And I took my pictures,
Yes,
went back to the car,
segue.
change back the hair, wipe off
Go
the
ahead.
lipstick, and I was back.
So, Shirley, sister Shirley, this is a
Yeah,
perfect time for me to segue into this section, because
go ahead. Go ahead.
my wife woke up early this morning, right? We went to get to bed with all our sexuality and all that together, which includes everything, or prayer, everything is sexuality. It all encompasses. Anyway, she woke up
Yeah.
this morning early before me, and I got up and went to the bathroom. She was in the mirror, and I'm like, whoops, I had to make a 360,
Hey.
because I'm like, oh, that.
So here what happened. So this is what I was gonna kick off the show with, but now that Sharon's raised it, now women like to are here, as we all know. Help me. So again, it's a blessing when you love unconditionally.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Mhm.
I had to say, speak up, darling. Let me hear your voice.
So here what
The voice never changed.
So here the joke, I wake up this morning 6:30 because I have
Yes.
to get to my hairdresser by 12:30. So we have time.
Right.
But Jackie, I usually have to come to you to rinse the hair.
Yes.
Father God, I went yesterday. I bought the
This was going for a
products.
divorce.
I bought the products. And no, I'm a cosmetologist by not profession, but
Training.
by
But by way
training.
of the way.
By training. All right. So I know how to apply, but there are some things you shouldn't do by yourself. Or you have the professional now say, but Denise, this is the color that you have. And so maybe it not going really work with the color you're purchasing. Anyhow, I purchased the rinse, the color,
Mhm.
and what I need to go get my hair look after. Wake up this morning, do the routine, put in color and thing, and I sit with it even over the time they recommend.
Right.
Now, I'll tell you that from I had my son, with the stress of life and everything, my hair just got started to gray. Jackie can
Mhm.
tell you, I always say my hair white like salt.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, always tell me that. Me know that.
No man. So
That was not
wait, no man.
revealed.
So anyhow, when me rinse out the something, Father God,
It's still white.
the whiter, it didn't. The hair didn't because I bought another color based on what I'm gonna do with the hair. So I'm trying to say, all right, this color would blend in when they put in the whatever me go do. Hello. So so when I go this morning now,
No, you're not reached far yet. When you saw me
so
this
so
morning,
me didn't know me pluck up me here. So all right, I'm the kind of person. Okay, so here is something gone wrong. There has to be a way.
Yes.
I'm gonna leave here and come home with a hairstyle, whatever that will be. I wasn't stressed. I only look in the mirror. I even put the mirror and look backward. I said, but this is worse than I had it. So by then, he came now. He was coming to the bathroom and I said, well,
Come back up on this woman.
they said, well, the color didn't take, so this is what the end result is.
Mhm.
So him say, I'm a wife that who that.
Welcome to life.
Too funny.
Because of who I am, I just say, well, I'm going to come home to you with a hairstyle. I am not. And I don't know if you see the head. Long story.
No,
Where's the thank God for
And again, so you know, as we're talking about sexuality, it is not just physical. Because if he were worried about, when we look all the time, when we flash on a wig, or even when we do my natural hair, you would have a problem this morning.
Yeah.
Yes.
Irreconcilable divorce.
Right?
Yeah, go on.
But true. So, you know, we just want to say, because some people may hear sexuality and, you know, yes, and think, it's about the physical intimacy.
No, it's way bigger than that. Way bigger.
We know that is very, very important.
it encompasses a lot.
important.
There's a lot under that umbrella.
There's a lot under there.
Yes.
But when you build relationships, it is so important for us to build it with such honesty, disclosure, just about everything.
Openness.
Because, you know, when we talk about how you command a room, and we can command the room all we like.
And non-judgmental too.
Yes, but again, who are we behind that image that people see?
Yeah. The whole thing is just a facade.
There you go.
Yeah.
And you see, and that is what has led persons to now be putting in permanent eyeliner, tattooing the eyebrows, you know, things of that nature. I have to pencil in my eyebrows because they're very thin. And
Me too.
I plucked them.
Most women.
When I was in high school, I plucked them mercilessly.
Everybody want to buy.
I plucked them mercilessly. So, you know, it never grew. After several years, it just, the thickness.
In the grow back, I used to pluck mine too,
It got stuck in, you know, remember, you know, we have different eyebrow shapes. You have a little arch, you have this. I have to use a pencil to change up this shape of mine. But now you have people, you have people who are offering, you know, to the services. You go for one service and they're saying, you know, I could tattoo your brows for you. And I'm like, I'm not going on permanent eyebrow tattoos because
me either.
When I get older, you're supposed to look, when they have these jet black brows, me I want old lady, because I mean I can wear my natural hair out if I want. If me have a little head full of grays and then you turn around now my eyebrow them just jet black, so me I go to my tattoo.
Well, you know what, Charlotte? You know what? It's something that I've played with. It's something that I've thought about and play because I don't have an eyebrow either. Mine is very thin, barely there, and I have to use pencil to put mine in too. But one other thing about doing it permanently with a tattoo, the getting old is not even what I'm concerned about. I'm concerned about my skin. If they put something on when affect my skin or it burn me or it disagree with your skin then.
Yeah.
So that's my biggest worry. And that's one of the reasons why I would never do it, because I don't want them to go put on something and let them know it burn, it patchy, sore or something. Because I have sensitive skin too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
you
so
can be
we're
allergic
saying-
to
That's why I wouldn't do it.
the material, whatever they use, the
Right.
substance that they use to do the permanent color.
Does
Right.
sexuality have an age limit? And our conversation this morning, we are saying it shouldn't be so.
No.
No.
Should not be so. And if we find ourselves not prioritizing portions of ourselves that are
Yes.
important to us, it simply means the train is kind of running along and we're not catching it.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, because whether you're going to church, you're going to work, whether you're at home, wherever you are, there is supposed to be that essence of your self-confidence that
Yeah.
dictates.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I'll be home and I just want to, kind of chill. And then another time, because I know how important it is for your scalp to breathe. So
Yeah.
even when we're rocking a wig, I have said to Eval that, hey, it's not all the time I'm going to be here sporting no wig just to look appealing. I'm going to have to
No.
take that off so
Yeah.
that my scalp breathe
Oh yeah.
until I decide.
Yes.
'Cause recently I said to him, I could go bald head because I've done it before, like bald head like Max. I'll
Mhm.
bald my head till nothing on it
Yeah.
and
Right.
it go back. And I said
Yeah,
to him,
me-
I could. What you feel if I were to kind of just bald my head? Because I can rock that.
Mhm.
Of course, you may say no, some may not think so. But if at some point, if at some
Fred.
point, yeah,
But that is the thing, though. I cannot completely exclude everything. There's something that until you experience it, you don't know how good it is.
mhm.
So
Right. Sure.
I haven't really had to rub my palm, my hand over a bald-headed woman.
Mhm.
But I may just have had if the opportunity presents itself. Well, of course, I'd have to be my wife, right? Then it might just be something that is quite nice.
You can start by practicing on our forehead, on your forehead, and your head top.
That's a recommendation. Yes.
Just in case.
Let
Because
me ask
you
you
never know what can happen,
Right. So sexuality then I am perceiving it's not something that you turn on or put on or turn
No.
off or take off.
Mhm.
Yes.
It's
True.
part of your, I would say, ingrained
Mhm.
Yeah.
personality traits, gifts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I can't take my sexuality off just because I'm going to church. And this is why I like to say, leave off the sex part of sexuality. And as we know sex to be the physical thing. But you can find a person worshiping a lady in church, no sexual attraction, but her sexuality just gushes out.
Mhm.
And so there is that part where I'm not putting it on. In fact, when I hear sometimes that you look good or whatever, I'm like, really?
But somebody
Without
like that can be criticized in church too. Church can
Absolutely.
be very critical of people, church
Absolutely.
people.
Without being conceited or being egotistical, somebody say, "Oh, you look nice, man. Oh, you really so and so and so." And I'm like, "Whoa, thanks." And honestly, genuinely, I never thought so
Mhm.
because the environment that you grew up in, it wasn't something that was was there. Oh, you this and you that and you that. When I started hearing some of these things, I'm like, really, for real? And it's like people find it that way. So yeah, sexuality for this conversation and for this season, it's not all about sex.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And
but look, that's how the
Yeah.
good Lord has made us that way. That's how people get attracted to each other
of
and
course.
stuff. And in order to eradicate or to minimalize or to, prevent, because women have been uh, uh, accused of leading men astray and
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
causing the brothers to lose their sanctified souls
Mhm.
and all of that their self. So you
All
do
of the above and more.
we
Yes.
have some cultures and some religions that the women can only leave out their eyes.
Oh.
It's just the eyes left.
Yes.
Don't look at the
Yes.
toes. Because look here, people are people. You have some people who are turned on by toes. Your toes pretty.
Yes.
So what
Yes.
that means, so
Yes.
me can be
Everybody
some
is a different thing.
then me
Yeah.
can take a Frenchie, nothing like that. What's going on? So sometimes, but the Lord has so made us that we the person that we are supposed to be with will gravitate towards us no matter what.
No
No
matter
matter
what.
what.
Yes.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
you
Actually,
There's
is a
something I
big.
want to. Sorry, but there's a little thing I want to mention. One of the reasons why the topic came into being as well is this. You guys know I have a song called "Sex and a Secret," and that song was written because of how I grew up and the manner in which I grew up, where it was not spoken of. Nobody knew what it meant. The action, nothing. Me never know. Me a little picnic and know what's going on. But when I became adult and I realized what it's all about, what it all entails, and why it was hidden, that's why I wrote the song "Sex and a Secret." So one night I did a video clip of myself performing it in my bedroom upstairs, and I posted it. And it went viral. It got a lot of views. A lot of people said they never hear about this song, who's singing, and all kind of stuff. They were commenting. And one particular woman commented and said, go take care of your grandpicnic them. In other words, she's looking at me as an older person. Why may I come sing about Sex and a Secret? If you go and go take care of my grandpicnic. And I said to myself, why do people look at people and just decide, say, when you get to a certain age, the word
Right.
sex should not come out of your lips?
Yeah.
It's just stupid.
Yes.
And that was one of the reasons why, I said
Yeah.
we need to talk about this because
But
people
you
are
know what?
just
Women are generally harder or harsher to each other. And it is also said that women don't dress for men, women dress for women. If you are going and that is why,
That's true.
because men will think that you're dressing for them, but you're really dressing for other women because you know what coordinates with what. If Mr. Jackie and over me can say, yeah, man, that a Gucci, that a Fendi, that a this, it's real leather, or
yes.
it's not leather, it's
Yeah.
pleather, it's this, it's that, because we are critical.
Heather.
Pleather.
Clever.
We are more critical
Yes.
of each other.
Yes.
That's why sometimes you will see a woman, you go somewhere and somebody wearing the same thing as you are, and it's like, oh my God. And I keep saying to women, they didn't make just one in the factory, they made more than one.
That's right.
Yes.
As you all recalled at that wedding I went to, 5 of us had on the same frock. 5 different colors. 5
And they make
different colors.
more than one, they make different sizes.
Yes, 5 different colors.
But Sharon,
At the wedding,
weren't
she
you
was
at
like
you
somebody-
weren't you and somebody else in the same dress at my wedding?
Very similar.
Very similar.
Yes,
My friend
yes,
Jilly.
yes.
Jilly.
Hello.
Oh, really?
Jilly
Yeah.
was in a dress.
Yeah.
And you're so right. And I think women, once we step into a space, we really start to size up each other.
Hello.
True.
There you go.
Yes.
Men do it too, Men do it too.
Yes, of course. Of
Men
course.
can decide who are fly from, who not flying.
Yeah.
In a space,
Yeah.
I went to a function over at Eastwood
I'm
Manor.
not commenting on that one.
I went to a function over at Eastwood Manor. It was Nadine Mackenzie's 50th.
Yeah.
I may tell you, say, 2 boy in the room. Me not joke. Slender like ever.
Hey, it wasn't me.
Dark, tall.
They're not tall and they're not dark.
But let me tell you, say,
Uh-huh.
from them shoes, from them,
Sharp.
and I don't know, suit them in,
But then just sharp.
the fashion, the cut,
Yeah.
the style of them clothes. Me had to go over
And the
there.
colors.
No, me had to go over and say, oh no, what happened?
Aye.
I wear
High five.
it well.
Listen to me, man. The boy them sharp. You see all the. You remember the days when men were sporting that kind of nylon stocks?
Socks, yes.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes.
I remember.
The
Yes.
shoes them cut. The cut of the shoes them, and shine, and it's not
Right.
polish.
Ah,
So what you saying? The sexuality was kicking out.
May I tell you? So
In
I
the
believe, and these are younger men, younger guys.
Mhm.
yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Younger guys. So I picture them when they now are in their 60s and 70s.
Right.
How
Yeah,
them are gonna roll.
yeah, people like that, they will carry the same flair
They will carry the same.
Right.
in
Yes.
their older years.
Somebody said
it's,
to me on
it's
Sunday,
embedded in them.
yes, at
Yeah.
church Sunday, a young woman, me there in the back end, I work miracle. But anyhow, a young woman said to me, boy, Lady D, you look so nice. I like the way you dress. And I told her thanks. But I said, there's an art in all of this.
Mhm.
She asked me
Yes.
if me go shop all the time. Me say me.
Mhm.
Me say no, neither online nor in store.
Mhm.
But my aunt taught me, Timberwolf, how to shop.
Amen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Timberwolf,
can flip and switch.
hello,
Think
Yes.
a new
Mix
outfit.
and match.
hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
Mix
said,
and match.
really?
Yeah, on your outfit,
Me never
yeah.
even tell her much. Me just say, hey, there's an art in doing this thing.
Yeah.
And she said, but you wear them, and she'll commend me. And even um one of our leaders' daughter saw me in the restroom 2 weeks ago. And she come in and she pull back and come back in. She closed back the door and she said, Lady D, I want to look like you. I want to look like you when I start to work and share work, right? And share work.
Now go back there and put your
But she said, Lady D, look what you have on. No, to me, it's just a little green frock.
Mhm.
Right? That me like. But she said, look at you, look at your boots. No, me love boots.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
And so,
I love boots too.
me I tell you, me have him here to deal with, me have him here.
And interestingly, let me jump in there. Interestingly, speaking of the whole thing of how you look, because I've always preferred a female, a woman, dressed in longer skirts, and in wintertime, long skirts and boots. That gets me anytime more than mini skirts and a lot of
And
stuff
boots.
popping out. Yeah. So there we go again. I mean, I would see a lady because I told my wife I learned to look from the neck up because I have to stay sanctified. So I look from the neck up. But really, here we go. I would love
You're just an old soul.
I am, yeah, kind of. Jackie, that is kind of sexy, to call me old soul.
Blah, blah.
Oh.
Let's keep the show going.
Yeah. And look at us now. Look at us today. Here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are. 50s, going in 60s, 60s, going in 70s, and we're going up. 70s,
Yeah.
going 80s.
Yes.
And when people see us, they sometimes them can't believe when we say our age.
Yeah.
Oh, please. Yeah.
That we don't look with age.
Mm-mm.
I get
We-
this a lot.
We
People tell
still
me I don't
got it.
age.
Yeah.
We still got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Young people,
Yeah.
my job, when I tell them my age, and them say, you don't move like somebody who are that age. Me say, oh, no, want me move, feeble. Because on any day, like whenever they're making the schedule, everybody want me on their assignment. Because if anything go wrong, them know say, all
Yeah.
them have to do
Just
one
can run
announcement
fast.
is there. I can run faster than anybody else.
Mhm.
I drag the cart. If it's a life to save, I'm there. I move. I don't move like them feeble people. So that's it. I can't believe it.
And we also have to take in account our physical longevity. So there is exercise or
Yeah.
diet.
Right.
Because I can't wait now to start go out in the mornings. Me not do none of that in the winter. Me not promise nobody to go out in no winter and brace no cold to
To say
exercise.
I walk.
That was never my thing. But what you see, like now, I'm back out. I'll be going back out, doing my exercise because I'm an athlete. I was an athlete. So me know what it is to run. Me know what it is to keep myself fit. And
Right.
I need to maintain that because that's a part
Right.
of my self-esteem. How I look is important
Right.
to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Me too.
even for anybody else who is watching and you feel, oh, you can do like a trotting in your house, you can stretch a
You can't
morning
take it
time,
up
you
there.
may not be able to
Yeah.
go out.
Yeah, they even have cheer exercises because with Ralph having gone through physical therapy and things of that nature, now
Mhm.
he's able to exercise outside. We recently joined the Y because
Okay.
they have pool, you can go to your water
Mhm.
aerobics, they have weight training room, they have trainers. So you know, go just go in and go hurt yourself, you just go lift up something
Right.
pop.
Yes.
But you know, so it's important to be able to look, you know, look as good as you feel, as they would say.
Mhm. Mhm.
You can
Right. Yes.
put it on the follow, but the body remembers, you
Yes.
know.
And then there is
In
the
other words,
spiritual
even
health.
if your knee is 60 and your brain is 25, you don't have to worry about the
Hello.
60 knee. Just go on with the 25
Precisely.
brain.
Yeah, talk to the knees and say, look, we have places to go, we got things to do.
And
Line up,
Yeah,
proceed. There you
line
go.
up.
that too.
And another part of our, you know, and we're still going to use the word sexuality, is also our awareness of our spirituality.
Mhm.
Yes.
That is a great part of
Yes.
centering us,
Yeah.
allowing us to have peace.
Yes.
Because if you're not in a peaceful soul,
Yes, it shows on the
it's
face.
gonna show on the
Yes.
whole. The whole of you look miserable,
Yeah,
decrepit.
your next start wrinkle up.
Me, me, me,
And,
me,
and
me, me British cousin say, what's wrong with your face? What's wrong with your
And,
face?
and can I say also that your spirituality, our spirituality, let me say, our spirituality keeps the sexuality in balance
Mm-hmm.
yes,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it will.
you can flaunt that to achieve an objective, and it might not come off like to me. If a woman is flaunting, I am turned off.
yeah.
Yes.
Some
I know
brothers
what
don't
you
like
mean.
to see a woman just flaunting it out there. So that spirituality about you keeps the woman looking modest, and men
Honesty.
will
Yeah.
will be attracted to that woman
Mm-hmm.
to take
Just the same
home,
way, yeah.
as against seeing some girl on the street, some what you call it, hot uchi
Mama.
mama,
No, no,
whatever
no.
that is,
We call them
Straight.
girls. We just
them
say
girl.
them girls.
So yeah,
Them
Listen,
absolutely.
one thing we can give Madam Ambassador, you know, she's in the know, you know.
I
She
know.
Yes.
has
Yes,
plans
very much
and
so.
everything. Yeah, we have to give you that
Yes.
surety. But yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because we got married, unbeliever, almost 2 years.
Me God.
August
Yeah,
31 will be 2
it's
years.
coming up.
And
Yeah.
it's just yesterday
Yes.
I was saying to him, I said, I'm interviewing you.
That's a regular thing, guys.
What does it feel like to be in your second year? What was the response?
You know,
Me
you
good,
no more.
me good, me there, A plus.
All right.
But even with the A plus, what has that taught us really? Because we still have to be appealing to each other spiritually. We are Christians,
Yeah.
right? Emotionally, physically, mentally, socially, we cool.
Yeah.
And that continues. So when people when people and I am glad that
Oh God.
I tell people, you know, I am rinsing out every bit. So that's my sexuality. I am
Go
rinsing
ahead, girl.
out
Go ahead. Go
every
ahead.
bit
Yeah.
out of my relationship, marriage.
Yes.
Yes.
We walking
Squeeze,
hand in hand,
squeeze
and
every
is
squeeze
not
every
no
drop.
Exactly.
man
Are
who
there
knows what
any
call
uncomfortable moments?
huh?
Have there been any uncomfortable moments?
Have we had uncomfortable?
Yes.
Speak.
So speaking of spirituality,
just about anything.
spirituality and sexuality, okay? Because we are praying people and we pray before we go to bed, on serious prayer on our knees and all that kind of stuff. So that is spirituality, and some sexuality has to come. It clashes sometimes. And so for me, when I really get into a prayer zone, long after I'm done praying, I'm still in that sanctified zone.
Sharon's, we talk about this.
That's what I wanted to. That's why, I didn't want to get to
the sanctified zone and she were ready for the other zone.
So it's good to share. It's good to talk these things because
I am 40 years. Listen to me. I'm 40 years in front of y'all.
Okay.
It is still called worship, you know.
Of course. That is where most people do not understand. If you research scriptures, if you read certain writings by people, they will tell you that that intimate part is the actual coming together of the worship that God created.
Yes.
Here is the drama. When we just start out, we went to a weekend away with friends over in DC. So the Sunday morning now, hey, we're not home, we're out. The Sunday morning, he is on the other side of the bed naturally, and I am there snuggling, coming up, and him not responding, whatever. So I'm like, what is that?
One thing, my sticks up.
So you see in a different way. Yes. Go ahead.
So we are sharing all of this. Again, people, when you're in your 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, it's the same flow that happens with people.
Yeah.
That though, I mean, it's Sunday morning for me. I was listening to the usual gospel messages on Sunday morning because if I'm in church, if I'm not in church, I'm tuning into some gospel program, in my righteous zone. And so the crossover for me into her place was not easy. So I'm like, I can't do both.
And then the communication. So I don't know if I feel him now want me feel bad or what, but he better you say. So him don't know how to say, well, boy, babes, this is what I'm thinking at the moment. So me can understand. Right? Like shoulder. I'm like,
it's something else.
Right. But that takes mental training too, because you have to also create that boundary where that this is also, if this is also worship, then we can slide from this.
Yeah, but he didn't get to the sliding part. Him just up there with the Lord, and that's fine. So the
words.
So he was so heavily minded that it was not earthly good. That's all.
Yeah, no earthly good. So so I said, what is that? So then he said, oh, I'm listening to something, whatnot. I said, so, okay, you could have said something. So I was triggered by that. I'm like, I'm going to fix this, So me can understand. I'm going to fix it. So me get up, me start get clothes ready for him and think, because we are going on the road. Pay him one mind. I went into a silent zone.
What was the question again, Jackie?
No, she's approaching the question.
No.
She's
answering
everybody what I wanted to get out.
How all things encompass our sexuality.
Yes.
And right? So, because on this show, we're not overshare. What you're hearing is what you need to hear.
Right.
It's the reality of who,
and it's a reality and a teachable.
Yeah, because we also want people to relate.
Yes,
and the
because
Bible
people are having the same questions and they're not being able to ask those questions, and we're here. So
and the Bible does tell you that your body belongs to each other, and you should not deny your
Yes.
body, the other your body, so that the enemy won't tempt you or test you. But if you pause for a moment for prayer and fasting, you should come back together quickly again. So
Yeah,
the
you're
And
quickly
you have
again,
to be in
Yes.
agreement prior to.
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
So
but
because if
but you
one
know,
say
let me
yes
make this
and one
point.
say no, it can't work.
go ahead,
If I
Max.
make this point very quickly, what you have to understand, we're speaking about Denny's and Eval situation here now. If you're doing something spiritual this moment and you want to go over into the sexual part, then guess what? It's not something you can just jump from to that. There has to be a moment where you go easily from thinking about A to go think about B. Because everything is mindset. So you have to now get the mindset into that area, into the sexuality area, get the body into it. So it's a process. You can't just jump from this to that.
Can I
Well, can I
give some instructions? Can I give some instructions
Yes.
right there?
From the
go ahead,
pro.
dear.
All right, because trust me.
Max, can you say it again, please? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Wait. Now, what you can do, you pray for each other.
Yeah.
If you're going to pray, you pray for the extended family. You got a whole
Same way.
list, right? You can end if it will help you. Such a suggestion.
Yes.
If it will help you, you pray for each other at the end, right? When you lay your hands and you say, "Thank God for my wife," you just make the hand go around the contours,
Yeah,
Aye.
God, you're around it, Jesus. You are good towards me, Lord. You know that this is what I like. We were created for you
Can we
and
don't chat your head?
and here we are. And then you
Hey,
just
Norman.
what's Norman?
Happy birthday. How was the birthday?
No, man.
Okay.
Oh, no, man, just pop up, so.
No, man, come on, yo. No, man,
No, man,
argument,
just sit down, just sit down. No, man, just come sit down. Just sit down right next to Matt right next to him.
Conversation draw me over here.
You see what I said? Yes, that's how we draw people.
Come in at this.
Come here, this Norman.
How do you make the transition from prayer to other things?
From prayer to post.
I don't understand the question.
Or do you draw the transition from praying, say we're lying in bed and we're praying or reading the Bible, or you go from that to sexual actions? They just go from one to the next. So I'm saying it's a process. You can't just jump from one to the next. It's gradual.
So to be
I
clear,
really never think about that.
We think about somebody on a spiritual high, right? Like they're in the spirit, talking in tongues and whatever. It's kind of hard, for some people.
I would say you don't make that transition. You don't make it. You have to wait.
That moment.
Wait. You don't make in the same moment. You don't do it unless one of you is not in the prayer.
One can't wait for the prayer if you done.
Right. Especially if you pray along,
Yes. Oh my. No, Jackie, you can't go and say that.
And this episode is rated PG-13, okay?
but you see how important it is, though, as we're talking about age limit, because these things, unless you think that you are not at the place to perform because of your age, it is going to happen. It will. What you think is what will happen to you.
Yes.
So, but over time now, he has learned that, hey,
Everyone have to get water. Everyone, the topic too hot.
They don't pray too hard. But
the topic hot.
No, but seriously though, it is a form of worship, no matter what people think. marriage is honorable, the bed is undefiled, God has put you together, it's a covenant.
Yes.
So
Right.
there's, even if, and now it's easier, we can pray and transition.
Yeah, you learn.
Yeah, but again, remember at the onset, I had said that, our patterns will come over into our relationships.
Right.
And so that's where now you start learning about each other and making the adjustment where necessary.
So you have to learn not to tarry too much in praying. Don't tarry too long.
Yeah, but I mean, look, but look, it's the end of the day. You would have talked. Well, I mean, that's what we do. We talk about the day, the highs, the lows, or as I call it, the roses and the thorns. You are the rose, something good happened. You are the thorns because
Yeah.
something happened. And you transition to thanking the Lord for bringing you there. You thank God for the roof over your head, food to eat, clean sheets.
That's right.
Etc. You're not going to tarrying service, and that is where people have to draw the line. You're not tarrying. You
That's
just
right.
yeah, you don't pray for 10, 15 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes max. That's all you do.
You're good.
Yes, keep it basic. Keep it basic.
So, all right. So it depends on, and again, does sexuality have an age limit? So some people in this phase of their lives, based on how they were raised, feel as though now I'm in the 60s and in the 70s, some things no need to happen. Believe me, some people have made that decision.
Yeah, some people have
And they
That's
decided,
not that decision making.
right, and they have made that decision without their spouse's input. No discussion.
yeah.
They just lock up. That
Yeah.
can't be.
No, you know what, though, Denny? It's about the body. It's about how you can perform. So again, a woman is different from a man.
Okay.
A woman can go forever, but a man is
Limited.
Yes. So you have to understand that part of it.
Well,
That
we
is
had
not that
gone,
they not think.
yeah. Well, hey, we had gone to a marriage retreat. We will not delve too heavily, but we had gone to a marriage retreat.
Let's just say to know that we learn how to pace ourselves.
Right. You learn
Right.
to pace and you learn what else to do other than whatever you usually do. Right?
I don't know if Maxine know that.
All right.
When you rock body, it's all right.
It's not your fault, Maxie. Not your fault. Not your fault. But we believe
Exactly.
that our sexuality
Why?
encompasses, again, a whole lot of things. And
Yes.
age shouldn't make a difference. And the more
No.
we talk to each other, express, because as married couples, we will realize when things are not the way they always have been.
Big.
Right.
Yes.
And you will start to say, hey, I noticed XYZ, and we talk about it. Some people not gonna talk. Some people won't
Yeah.
admit that things
Yes.
are not where they need to be.
Yeah.
So that is also important, because we're not gonna remain 60 forever. We make the
No.
commitment as lifelong partners until death do us part, which is why we didn't do any fancy writings to declare to each other. We did the traditional vows,
Right.
because we
Yes.
know that the sickness will come, right? You might find a time when it's on the ketchup and rice you have to go eat.
What?
A couple at church had shared that testimony that one time in their early married life, things had gotten so tough that I've not had the ketchup and rice experience unless I choose to. But they ate ketchup and rice. But did that stop the marriage? No, because they knew why they were married, why they came together. So,
Right.
and still, it's recently the wife and I had a very interesting conversation. She was so vulnerable with me, just sharing all the spicy moments. But that, but
Okay.
hey, so you're getting from mature people, people who you respect, and so on, their experiences and what still excites them when they go out, what
Right.
they do, what legacy are they passing on to other couples, younger
But
couples.
Denise, as you talk about the catch up on rice, right? Finance can play a big part in your relationship.
Yes.
Hmm.
Oh, yes.
Yes, when it
Definitely.
gets down to catch up on rice,
Yes.
it can cause split.
Hmm.
So you just have to be careful how you
Right?
talk about why catch up on rice,
Hmm.
because there's gonna be blame.
Yeah, true.
There's gonna be blame, and you should do this and you should do that, and it cause a big fuss and it can cause split.
That is
So
true.
you
Amen
just
to
have to
that,
be
Lord.
mindful of that.
Amen. And Norms,
Yeah,
amen
you just
to
have to
that.
be
And
mindful of that.
yeah, we did a real talk conversation. We did a real talk video that is out there. And one of the big things for me was finances, because I don't care how
Yeah.
cute a man look or good he is or handsome he is or how good he is in whatever. If the finances are not in place, it is going to break things down. So yes, I totally
Yeah,
agree
big
with
Yes.
things
you.
around.
Yeah,
Yes.
big time,
Yeah.
big time. Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Hmm.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
So on the
So that's
subject
why
there
the
of
topic is.
on the subject of sexuality again, a girlfriend of mine says she finds a man sexy when he's working, and yeah, and because if a man is not carrying out his functions and not, doing what he needs to do, there is no the sexuality is not going to be
There's no appeal.
it's
The
not appeal.
appeal,
There you
the
go.
Yeah.
appeal takes flight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one question I'd like to ask us older people, now that we look at these younger people, and some of them are not married and want to get a husband and want to get a wife, but seems to me that they're so taken by the current trend in culture that I think that they don't even make themselves appealing. So what advice do we give to these younger people as they focus on sex and sexuality?
Well, let me jump into it there. Money also, yes, the absence of money, the lack of money is a challenge, like Norman says. And when they get down to catch up on rice, then that's where we rubber meet the road. Or as Jamaicans would say, yeah, suck salt grain through wooden spoon. It
Through
can't
the
get
spoon.
harder than that. But also having money, even in excess, it still does not. See me come live with me are two different something.
Two
And
different
I
things.
know people
Yes.
who have money, but there's nothing else that's holding them together. My whole thing is when we suffer together, when we read somewhere, we not have a problem because we have suffered. We can look back on the times when egg used to be your meat. Scrambled,
Hmm.
it was scrambled egg and rice. I mean, say it was
Yeah.
fried rice, it was just scrambled egg and rice. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so the lack of it is a challenge, but sometimes even with money, you will still have people branch off in another direction on account of the fact that them probably not have no mental stimulation or the other kind of stimulation which is necessary to maintain the relationship. Some money sometimes can't buy
Hmm.
what you're lacking.
Hmm.
Everybody say if we don't have money, so but sometimes
Yes.
the money still you have the money and something else is missing that the money can't pay for.
Hmm.
True.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You have to
And
That's
then,
true.
Yeah, but
like each other. You see,
mhm.
one lose interest. I said, Lord, then oh, you look so. No, you have to have the stick to itness.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Fictiveness. Yes.
You
Very
were
good.
about
can
to
I
say
say
something,
something
Norman?
here?
Yes.
The, the key is for a strong relationship, you must choose a partner where you are weak, he must be strong,
There you go.
and vice
Hmm.
versa. Once you have that, and it's not about sex. It's about something else.
Yeah.
So once you can provide that protection for your partner in terms of where your partner is weak, you will stay together forever. And that's one of the biggest thing in Maxine and myself relationship, where when one is weak, the other is strong, and we complement each other. And listen, we're gonna go until we are 100.
You want to say something?
100 plus.
I can't say what I'm thinking, but I can understand. One is strong up there, one is weak down there.
No. Between me and you, the basically strong and weak between me and Maxine. Maxine is a writer. I am not good with English.
Oh, okay. There you go.
I am great with numbers. Maxine is not good with numbers.
And they know that they've heard that.
So we complement each
You
other.
balance each other.
Balance. Yeah. Balance is important.
If I want to spell a word that I can spell, I don't have to come to nobody but Maxine.
That's right.
And if she wants to add something together, and she not have to go to nobody but me. So that keep your relationship strong,
Right.
you know.
And that is what is so appealing between both of you, you know. So Max can see you, and yes, you're tall, you're dark, you're handsome, but she knows that in the back end you are the driving force behind. Oh dear. You're the driving force behind, you know, the money management portion of it. Max will have the ideas, and you both come together.
We
And I
balance
think
each
it's the
other.
same
Yeah.
balance between Sherns and Rallo and Eval and Denise. Because can you imagine if we all coming in with the same skill set and this and that? We're going to have collision.
Yes. You have competition. You have bump head and all of that. Yes.
But we do have some collision here sometimes in the way we speak. Because I speak my bay English and she says, "What that?"
Hello. You know, Eval can take a good moment to see.
Yes. Well.
But truthfully, understanding each other, and I guarantee anybody, we are in this phase, and I am enjoying it, appreciating it, liking it, and it is not because every day we just measure up, but it is our willingness to understand the dynamic between the two, so that I know we really, you know, I kind of flow with. It's just yesterday or the night before I said something to him, and he said, "No, I'm not going," or something.
You remember?
No.
I played the thing.
I was saying to him, it would be good, we can do so and so, and he says no. Both sight and sound. And I'm like, you took the decision on your own, because you know right away me I catch him and say, hey.
Well, Norm, that was in our department, Norm, our area of giftedness.
Yeah, but I'm aware of that. But in my head, I'm like, it would be nice if we could go. And so I only said, you took the decision. I don't appreciate that right away.
But immediately, no, the calculator went on in my head. You know what I mean?
You have to compromise. I mean, sometimes your partner have to hold you back. Because you want to go. Yeah. And if him don't hold you back and show you the point, you probably won't even see.
Right. But at the same time, I'm aware of the calculation, you know. It's just a wish. You know, I may put it out there as in the atmosphere.
Yes.
You know what I'm seeing here? I'm seeing some similarity with both of you and Nam and I, because I know Denise, because you're a public figure, you tend to want to go to events and want to be out there because you have to show your face. You have to be there because when people support you, you have to also do support, especially when you're in the public space. Same thing applies here. So a lot of times when I see or hear about certain events, I say, okay, Nama, we need to go to this event. I'm going and we're going. I'll even make sure I buy the tickets just to ensure that he goes. Because if I'm performing and I'm always just going to an event that I'm performing at and not showing up at other people's event, it doesn't look good.
Yes, no.
So you have to give support to get support. So, you know, yes. So, you know, I see where that is concerned.
We agree, Max, but that might mean we have to eat ketchup and rice 3 more days.
Exactly.
You know, but
sometimes you have to sacrifice not to go because it's gonna cost money that you don't want to spend.
That you don't
So
want to spend.
you have, you know, I mean, you see, you spend this money now to do this, and then tomorrow, when the serious time come, you have to eat ketchup and rice.
Yes.
Oh,
But
and
let's
that has to do with sexuality.
Yes, so we're just going to run through some comments and wrap up in a minute. So Eval says sexuality is sometimes imposed on an individual who may be unaware of their aura by admirers.
True.
I agree with you, ladies. Lady D, you are so
Can
well.
you
We're
explain that?
talking
I
so
don't know.
much. Yeah, go Norman. Okay. Patty
Everybody
says
say go now.
go. Ryan says all of that is called, we had read that already, the fashion parade. Yes, sir. Drea says sometimes when we see some customers, how they look and see they are younger than us. Okay, we say thank God, oh Lord. Many in particular, many of them don't take proper care of themselves and want to flirt.
True that. True.
I'm a husband, dare not be stubborn. Okay, she says, my husband dare not be stubborn about how we dress. No, we reflect each other. That's right.
Yeah.
Of course we do, yes.
Most times we dress in the same colors for years. That's nice.
Yeah, like my son Nama did happen the other day with the green and yellow. That was beautiful.
Oh, yeah, the green and
Oh,
gold,
yes.
yeah.
King
Beautiful.
said, Queen just know to
Thank
make things look good. Yes, Master, thank you. Oh yes, you are judging how you are known, what will be required. Oh, okay. Drea says, I saw a customer with her hair fully gray. She was comfortable. I tell her I don't like how the little I have make me look. She said, until then, there's a wig. Drea, or you can color the hair. Just make sure you get the color done right. Marie
Yes.
says, good morning, Satideh Mawnin Runnings family and my celebrities. Okay, blessed. She says, I'm graying beautifully and have my hair cut low. I love my gray hair and it looks good. There is no age limit to sexuality.
You go ahead, Marie.
Drea
Yes,
says,
same stuff.
I agree most of the way. There's a lady at work. She no miss nothing. Sometimes I walk and can feel her eyes on me. Hers is pride. Can't pay rent but buy clothes. Oh dear Lord, help us. Lady D, I tell often that I live vicariously through your fashion. Oh dear Lord, I still do. Thank you. Okay. Good morning. Good afternoon. All right.
Have you ever seen the silver foxes? The silver.
Very informative discussion. Okay. Sexuality is not all about sex. Yes, sir. Drea says that's the way to go, Maxie. Thanks for joining, Norms. And sexuality is natural, single or married, of course.
Oh, married, yeah.
Of course, it don't matter. So we're wrapping up, but I believe we covered quite a bit here. We delved into, other variables that could possibly contribute or take away from you, exhuming that kind of persona.
And it's okay to be sexually aware, whether it's Easter or Good Friday or any day of the week. As long as it's
Well,
done
well,
within
there is this saying that's a new chapter. No means that the book done.
There you
There
go.
you go.
Absolutely.
Right on the book.
Absolutely.
Right. And you know,
Is it first me and I wonder?
yes, and
Yeah,
and
man,
even though
the book done. No, sir.
and even though we are,
I've never heard that.
you never heard that. And even though we're talking about people in their 60s and 70s and beyond, there are people too who are saying their 40s and 50s now, who some have given up, some couldn't care less.
I want to
Or
tell you, yeah, they're not having as much fun as the
they're not
60-year-old.
having as much fun.
Oh, let me
Yeah,
tell you that.
yeah.
And done.
So enjoy your lives, no matter what. Ketchup and rice, whatever. Still enjoy
Yeah,
Abraham and
Abraham and Sarah.
Yeah, they were in their 90s and God approved sexuality because they were in their
Right,
90s.
so you see. There you
and
go.
he
Yeah,
had
he
a
was.
plan. He had a plan. Yeah.
Are
So
you serious?
So you see, after he finished praying, he ministered unto her.
he ministered unto her. There you go.
Ministered, right?
Yes, yes.
There we go.
Yeah. But Jack, we are in your corner. You have had the experience before, and you opened up to us recently because you're in your 50s, and you opened up to us recently.
She's a baby. She's a baby.
Jackie, come talk to Uncle Evil.
But,
No, and hear them mess with me.
yes, because we know Jackie.
Jackie, me can be a cake to me. So
You want a bake off.
no. Me want to eat piece of the wedding cake.
All right. All of us.
Yes. And
Right, that will come
we
soon.
know that this program has contributed a lot to how Jackie is rethinking where she is right now. She admitted that, her mindset is changing. She's more open. The challenge Jax would have is because, she has had to undertake some additional responsibilities. She works more and that kind of thing. But last week we said, even if you wear your scrubs to work and you fix up your face, Max had said, well, wear a V-neck.
Show the cleavage.
So you can start, you can meet him soon, and then you can roll when the 60s come, because you're rolling. You roll when the 60s
companionship is very, 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 very healthy.
very important. Yes, it is.
Yeah, very important.
No matter
Very
how I
important,
tell people, I was never the woman to say, oh, me cool by myself. No, I never tell nobody no story. None of that. I was very open. I would say it is my desire to marry.
You were waiting for Prince Charles.
That's a sister period call you. Yeah, but so now I said, okay, so the Lord favored me and favored me with him and him with me.
Hey.
Help me, Lord.
Hey. Oh.
So Jackie, I'm a very good matchmaker. So you have to once you get into the picture, you're in trouble. I am a very good matchmaker.
Right.
So I will.
Yes, true, it does.
I will find your husband.
All right.
Go ahead, Mama, you're on the clock. Go ahead.
Yeah, and so I say those of us in this particular early 60s, mid 60s, late 60s, early 70s, mid 70s, and you're gone. Hey, keep going. Keep evolving. Keep evolving. Let people see light in you, especially if you're children of God.
Amen.
Our
Yeah.
light should not be dim. Even when things are challenging, that's why he died. I said it on
Yes.
Thursday as I wrap up. He died on the cross. So our belief system by faith is that we can take our troubles to him. And I use
Mhm.
the analogy that it's like the burlap bag or the crocus bag as we know it. It is piled high, pack up with all the things that we're asking for and that we are troubled by, and we drag them to the cross and we say, okay, today's a good day, and we lay it down there in our 60s, 70s, and beyond.
Amen.
And then one day just come and somehow we go back over there, take out one of the something them, gone with it again, let it sit in our spirits, weighing us down. It happens to us.
Yeah.
It's almost like, oh, so me not have the thing to worry about today what me I go do.
Yeah.
So you go back
You're gonna
again
worry.
and you go back, go take out another one.
That's to be replaced.
Yes.
So there is the taking out of the no money. Then the biggest thing me waiting for, or the wish that seemed to not happening. And me go back in the crocus bag, go carry it with me again to weigh me down.
It's not crocus bag nowadays.
Right.
Yeah, the blue. It's not in the crocus bag alone, you know. It's in the Gucci bag and the Louis Vuitton.
The crocus bag symbolizes the crocus bag, though, symbolizes some kind of humility and a state of mind, that place
Yes.
where you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
And heaviness. Yes.
So
Heaviness.
I am just saying, none of us here don't have something in a crocus bag, but we have to make that decision, and it is by
Right.
faith that we are making the decision. Hubby came to bed last evening. He says, "You're okay." Me said, "No, pray for me," because something is going on in my thoughts, and he prays for me. And me go after my bed, go sleep.
Yeah.
I mean, not taking it out of no crocus bag today.
That wasn't a Gucci
Right.
bag.
No.
Hello.
That wasn't Louis Vuitton bag, ladies and gentlemen.
You're still over there. But I'm just saying to everybody as we wrap up, your sexuality are for you. Walk into a
Yes.
room, claim it. You're at a table,
Yes.
speak so somebody can hear your voice, that they will remember
Yes.
you.
Yeah.
Don't
Yes.
be in a space and not make your presence be seen, felt, and heard. Embrace who you are and the areas of our lives that we need to work on. Let God renew our minds.
Yeah.
That's my closing. I'll leave you for the last
You guys.
one. Jax, what say you as we close out?
Well, we've learned a lot and we've shared a lot. And like Eval says, sexuality does not have to, is not all about sex. It's and that sexuality can lead us also to the right person. And it is also our responsibility to use that sexuality responsibly. If we know that you have a certain sexual appeal, you still have to, be responsible in the manner in which it's expressed, because people are going to be attracted to that. It could be somebody sometimes people like people who are abrupt and loud and all that, and it can be offensive to others. So that's where I'm going with that. So just be responsible in whatever you do.
Who else wants to do their closeout?
Well, we don't just age, folks. We don't just age. We elevate. We level up.
Yeah.
Today's my hubby's birthday. Happy birthday, Ralph.
Happy birthday, Ralph.
I was telling him this
Happy
morning,
birthday.
your next birthday, you're going to be a certified senior citizen.
Hello.
He said, what?
Yeah.
That's what me reach. And I'm like, yeah. So he's leveling up beautifully.
Yeah, where is he?
Maybe him gone. A barber can get him face done and him stuff done and whatnot done.
Everything here,
That's
dude.
what I'm talking about.
Done.
Nice.
Well, I too want to join by saying I am not going to all up myself. Me not sit down and behave all and cranky. I
Okay.
believe in staying young, feeling young. Even if you need 60, make your mind be 25, my favorite
Nice.
number.
Yes.
Yes. And just live your life and do the things that pleases you and do the things that make you happy. Don't sit around and mope and groan and belittle yourself and feel sorry for yourself. Dress up yourself, feel pretty, feel good, love yourself. Self-love is really, really very important, and I appreciate it a lot. Love yourself.
Yeah.
And I want to say thanks to my hubby for joining. He was an impromptu guest this morning.
Yes.
Dry mouth, man. Dry mouth.
Dry mouth.
Come on, boss. We gotta come on. Yeah.
Huh?
You have anything to say?
No, I'm blank.
Well, at
No,
least
no worry yourself. No worry
there's a
yourself,
chance,
Mama.
but-
We left you to Max. She will ride all over you. Don't worry. You're not going to be blank long.
When Max done with you, you have no space leave
yes,
for
the canvas is cleared. The canvas
Exactly.
is set.
Yeah.
So as we talk about sexuality and the age factor, whether it's 60s, 70s, or whatever, we are reminded in Psalm 1, verse 3 that says, "And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water that bringeth forth fruit in his season. His leaves also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper."
Amen.
So our prosperity and our lifelong giftedness does not go when we get to a particular age, but the word of God does promise that we shall be like a tree planted by the rivers that shall bring forth fruit in every season. Happy Easter, guys.
Yes.
Blessings to you.
Happy Easter, happy Easter.
Amen. And so we
Guys,
thank each and
you
every
guys
one
today.
of you for joining us this morning. We hope that you had a takeaway, that you took something from our conversation. We are real people. And until you get into our space, do you realize the personalities that are here? You can say Max is so and so, Jackie is so and so, Sharon is so and so, Lady D, Eval, and you all realize our personalities and how we just come together, and it works.
Yes.
It works well. So
And we're giving
thank you.
our gifts. The Lord has given us all our gifts, guys, to edify one another
Yes.
and to bring glory to God. So we are not operating independently. We're
Absolutely.
giving back to you and to ourselves and to our listeners what the Lord has blessed us with.
Yes. And so
Yes.
we thank you all for tuning in. If anybody just came in and would like to say the doxology, we welcome you.
praise God from whom all blessings flow.
You can zealous. You can also
Right.
zealous. You
We're
can
going
zeal
to
your,
eat bun and cheese there now.
before you
Why?
do that, Max. You need to zeal. You can zeal your offering to us.
Things are going to cancel the bun and cheese.
Would you believe that we have not?
We have no bun and cheese.
It's yesterday we are realizing, but we're not buying no bun and cheese.
Listen, I didn't buy any either, and I didn't buy it because of the ageism factor.
Yes, yes.
Ralph have to watch him A1C, and I said if the bun and cheese come in here, he's going to
Yeah.
keep walking past the table, walking past the thing, and it's going to be a slice and a slice. There's only me and him alone in here going to eat it.
That
So I
is
did
true.
not
I am
buy
Oh
it.
my
believe
goodness.
I tell people I
Well, no,
love bun.
I'm going to buy bun and cheese. Me buy a slice of fish because I'm not eat fish and I'm not frying no fish in my house. So about a big slice of kingfish with enough pepper and stuff. So I go wax that now with piece of the
Hello.
bun.
What?
Right.
Me like that. Me like that.
Oh, yeah, fish
Shambon.
and bun is a thing,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Fish and bun is a thing.
Sure. You
Oi,
can give
oi.
Max, you can give Ralphie a little tops, just a little piece.
All right.
Piece of fish.
All right.
Bye. You know something? Bye.
Stop it, Jackie, stop it. Because I know where you're going with that.
In the name of Jesus, pray. Pray.
You know,
Pray the
me I
Lord's
come
prayer.
around.
Yes.
Pray the Lord's prayer.
Yes.
And so, you know, we
Me
just
I come around.
anybody.
Wow.
Hello.
Who that?
Barbara.
Oh,
Lord.
yes, eh.
Independent tell you, Lord.
And the sexy pimp.
That was on candid camera.
King
I
sent me
can't
this
manage.
morning.
Who is that?
Okay, sharp
Ryan.
like a razor blade.
All right,
Oh,
job,
yeah.
sir.
What you say?
Lord.
Mhm.
And
You may say,
look
who is
nice.
Yes,
Yeah.
brother.
In
But
Manhattan.
thanks everybody for tuning in. Enough love. Enjoy you rest of your Easter weekend. We love you and God bless. And
Papa?
just keep praying for us, all of us. We pray for each other
Let's sing with a
Yeah.
so that
Yes.
the Lord's favor will continue to shine upon
The
us.
Lord is risen.
All
Yeah.
right.
All right.
Blessings and love. Great day.
So,
Love you all.
hallelujah. We give
Take
praise.
care.
Blessings.
All right.
Indeed.
Bye.
Celebrate the
Okay.
heartbeat of Caribbean culture with Satideh Mawnin Runnings. Join us on Saturday at 10 a.m. on YouTube as we showcase the vibrant heritage of Jamaica and the wider Caribbean with 4 incredible women, Sherns, Max, Jackie, and yours truly, Lady D. From powerful stories to cultural traditions, we're bringing the flavor, rhythm, and excellence of the Caribbean straight to you. It's more than a show, it's a celebration of the roots and traditions that inspire and unite us. Subscribe to Voices with Lady D on YouTube and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn to stay connected. Every Saturday at 10 a.m., it's Satideh Mawnin Runnings. Come feel the vibes. Satideh Mawnin Runnings, where Caribbean heritage comes alive. Welcome to Voices with Lady D, where every voice has power. I'm your host, Lady D Denise Gomez Green, inviting you to join me each week for real conversations, powerful stories, and uplifting perspectives that shine a light on voices from the community and the diaspora. Kick off your week with the Monday Drive from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Dive deep on Thursdays with Center Stage from 6 to 8 p.m. And ease into your weekend with Satideh Mawnin Runnings every Saturday at 10 a.m. Catch Voices with Lady D on YouTube, Caribbean Vibes Radio Network online, and YouTube, and Fit FM 96.7 in Stuart Castle, Trelawney, Jamaica, or tune in on Linkage Radio online. So lock in, turn it up, and remember, every voice has power. This is Voices with Lady D.